Scene script. Have you ever considered how much the past can tell us about the future? It might be more than you think. The future is not an uncharted territory, it's a landscape filled with echoes of the past. As we navigate through this terrain, we must use the compass of history to guide us. The study of history, then, is not merely an academic pursuit. It is an essential tool for understanding and anticipating the trends that shape our world. Consider the rise and fall of empires, the ebb and flow of economies, the rhythm of social upheavals. These are not random events, they follow patterns that repeat over time. By studying these patterns, we gain insights into the forces that drive them. We learn to recognize the signs that precede major shifts, and so we become better equipped to anticipate what comes next. By analyzing these historical patterns, we can predict the future with surprising accuracy. The world is in a constant state of change, but have you ever wondered how these changes occur? Well, let's dive into the concept of changing orders. These are periods of significant global change driven by a complex combination of factors. It's like a grand tapestry woven from threads of culture, economy, and politics. Imagine a seesaw, with the weight of these elements shifting back and forth, causing the world to tilt in new directions. Sometimes these shifts are gradual, almost imperceptible. Other times they're swift and dramatic, reshaping the landscape of nations and societies. These changing orders have shaped the world as we know it today. They've crafted our past, they're sculpting our present, and they'll mold our future. They're behind the rise and fall of great empires, the advent of revolutionary technologies, and the birth of new ideologies. Understanding these changing orders is key to understanding our place in history and predicting what comes next. And now that we understand the concept of changing orders, let's delve deeper into the big cycle. The big cycle is a long-term pattern of rise and decline in nations' power and influence. It's an intricate dance of history consisting of several stages. The rise stage is marked by innovation, economic growth, and increasing global influence. This is followed by the top stage, where the nation is at its peak, wielding significant power and influence globally. However, as with all things, this peak is followed by decline, a period characterized by economic stagnation, social unrest, and diminishing global influence. Each stage carries its unique set of challenges and opportunities which shape the nation's trajectory. Understanding these stages and what characterizes each one offers a unique perspective. It's like having a historical lens to view the present and predict the future. Knowing the stage of the big cycle we are in can provide valuable insights into our current world events and what the future might hold. Now let's take a journey through the past 500 years of big cycles. The big cycle is a grand waltz of history, where nations rise to the rhythm of gain, peak to the tune of prosperity, and descend to the beat of decline. Imagine the days of the Renaissance, where the Italian city-states held the world in awe with their wealth, knowledge, and culture. Yet through time they gave way to the rise of the mighty British Empire, which later ceded its global prominence to the United States. In each era, the baton of global leadership passes on, from the hands of the declining to the ascending. These transitions are not always smooth. They can be fraught with conflicts and tensions, yet they are an inevitable part of the big cycle. By studying these past cycles, we can gain a better understanding of where we are in the current cycle. So, what does all of this mean for the future? As we've delved into the mechanics of the big cycle, we've understood that it's a dance of rise and decline, each move choreographed by the rhythm of history. Today we find ourselves at a crucial juncture in this grand ballet. The United States, the current world leading power, is at a pivotal point. The big cycle, as we've learned, is not just a historical concept, it's a compass that can guide nations through the fog of uncertainty. The understanding of the big cycle offers a unique perspective, allowing us to anticipate the changes that may be on the horizon. The strength and influence of a nation don't just depend on its economic power or military might. They're also deeply rooted in its ability to adapt and evolve, to learn from its past and use that knowledge to shape its future. This means understanding where we are in the big cycle, recognizing the signs of change, and taking the necessary steps to navigate these changes. But here's the catch. While the past can guide us, it doesn't dictate our future. The future is a blank canvas, and we hold the brush. We can choose to paint a picture that mirrors the past, or we can aim for a masterpiece that breaks the mold. The big cycle is not a prophecy but a tool. It's a lens to look at the past, understand the present, and anticipate the future. And if used wisely, it can help nations maintain their strength and influence even in times of great change. The future is not set in stone. It's a constantly evolving narrative shaped by our actions and decisions. But one thing is certain, change is inevitable. And when it comes, we must be ready to meet it head-on, armed with the wisdom of the past and the courage to shape the future. As we look to the future, let's remember the lessons of the past and use them to navigate the changes to come, because in the end, history doesn't just repeat, it rhymes.